You've talked about how cornerbacks can't really play with, bad hammy or groin.
Yep.
Is it different for a defensive tackle?
I think so. Yeah, they just don't open their stride up as much as the other athletes on the field. So, if there is a place that you can get away with having a hamstring, that's it. Saying that at the same time, the extent of the injury, and we just got to make sure that he can protect himself and he can play the best version of football for himself. So, next couple of days we'll collect that information. We'll make a decision that's best for him and for us.
Talk a little bit about this. How frustrating has it been for Michael Carter dealing with this injury all year?
Yeah,
weeks it seems like he's slowed down.
It's frustrating on so many accounts, not just for him but for us. He's a guy that we count on. He unlocks our defense in a lot of ways because he's the facilitator at the second level that really connects the safeties and the corners with the linebackers in the front. He's part of the passing game, as we all know, but he's also an integral part of the run game, and he's done a fantastic job of that when he's available. So the fact that he hasn't been available, it's been hard. Saying that, Isaiah Oliver has done an amazing job stepping in and playing really good football in his place.
Joking about the weather, but do you think it is any advantage for you guys on Sunday, considering they're from Southern California?
Yeah, I don't know that. I'd have to go through the roster and see if they've got any guys from the Midwest, from the East Coast. But I would say the fact that we have Aaron Rodgers is always a plus. He's played in a few of these games, and he's thrived in these games. So we'll lean on that.
You guys came to the season with high hopes for the running game. You ranked 31st in the league in rushing. Why do you think that hasn't gotten on track this year?
Yeah, there's been times where the running game's gotten going, and I think the last 4 or 5 games we've actually had some progress there. The space has been created. Guys are getting their touches. The problem is we haven't been winning a whole lot of games, and when you're in a catch-up mode, obviously you're going to throw the ball more often, so the numbers and the stats go down. But I do think we have made a lot of progress as far as the run game is concerned. Is it where we need it to be? No, but it's getting there.
You notice Brees isn't on the injury report this week. He's fully back?
Yeah, he's rolling. Yeah, he looked really good this week. Really, really good. So
how surprising is that? Because he hasn't really rested, game-wise.
Yeah, it's the benefit of a fantastic genetic code is what it is.
How about their back, Williams? What kind of challenge does he present for you guys?
Yeah, it's the same as the passing game. There's one piece of just purely the personnel and the player, and he is explosive and he's fast. He's got great vision. He's a hard tackle, all those things. So that's the first part. The second part of it is the coach and the scheme in which we have to defend, and that's extremely difficult. He does a great job of marrying everything up: the run, the play pass, the keepers, the outside zone, all of it. Everything looks so same, and the best offenses in the league, they're built in that way, and a lot of that is the struggle, because a lot of times you get a play pass, you think it's a run. You think it's a run, it's a play pass. And it's a big part of their success as far as the run game is concerned. So we're going to have our hands full.
When's the last time you went up against him today? Was it here, right?
No. It would have been Atlanta. Gosh. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. But he is, as we all know, he's somebody that I know well, and he's a good friend of mine. And he is one of the great minds in this game. It's a combination of, a lot of times, people that are schematically gifted and have savant knowledge of football, sometimes they lack the culture component of things, and they're not great at motivating and building a powerful culture. He's that guy that checks all those boxes. He understands scheme at the highest level. He also understands the importance of culture, and because of that, that's why he's had such sustained success. And he's one of the great coaches that's coaching nowadays.
As a coach drawing up a game plan, defensive guy, when you see a duo like Nacua and Kupp, knowing that you have Sauce and DJ,
yep.
It's a challenge, but
it is
fun too for you to kind of plan for that.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's an exciting challenge for our players as well. This is one where. I know Sauce and DJ early in the season, they checkmarked this game as one that they'd be excited about. Just, if you want to be the best, you want to play against the best, and Puka and Cooper are definitely that. So it's going to be a great challenge for us schematically as coaches and for the players.
What's impressive about those two rookies on defense for the Fisk and Hurst?
Yeah, it was, I was fortunate enough I had hit Fisk in the Senior Bowl, and it was a game day trade. And some of the conversations that we had during the game were unbelievable. Like, this kid's football IQ, especially for a young college kid, was off the charts. He was one of my favorite guys in this last draft, and him and Verse are playing exactly as we anticipated, both playing hard, playing with just football intelligence, playing with anticipation, toughness, strain. They check all those boxes. So it's going to be a great challenge for our guys. And, you know, you pull for those type of guys. They're just pure NFL or pure football guys that just love this game and play it the right way.
When Jeremiah went on IR, there was some talk that he might be back this season. Is his season over?
Yeah, so he's continuing to kick, and he's starting to feel a little bit healthier and getting closer to full speed. So we'll see. You know, but at the same time, he's actually, you know, he's embracing this role of really, you know, supporting Anders and helping develop him and be part of that. So we'll see how the season finishes out for him.
Does Lecky have a chance to play this week?
He does have a chance, yeah, especially with the Quinnen injuries, you know. So this was his first week back. We opened up his window, had a good week of practice, so we'll just assess it. You know, it'll be him, Bruce Hector, Quinnen, some combination of those three.
A couple more?
One guy we haven't talked about in a while, probably for a good reason, but talked about during camp is Tittman.
Yeah.
What, you know, he had struggles early on, snap. What have you seen from him, you know, as he's progressed
Right.
this season?
He's just taking that next step. You know, a young player, especially at that position, that's hard. It's like middle linebacker, quarterback. There's some positions out there that high level, like mental processing and problem solving, and center is definitely one of those, especially when the guy behind you is number 8, you know, and he's got a database of protections and language that is just off the charts. So as good as he is, you have to be just as good, you know. So obviously that's a learning process, and there's a lot of growth that had to occur. But I definitely feel like the back half of the season he's hit his stride, you know, and he's got a great future ahead of him. He really does.
Oh, good.
What have you
That's
thought
one.
of Hall's season, you know, beyond the knee problem lately?
Who's that?
Brees Hall.
Yeah.
How would you evaluate his season?
I thought he's played really well. Yeah, especially when he's been full go and healthy, like he's playing his butt off. He is a guy I would not want to play against. That is for sure.